Hey y'all. Okay, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick just to do like not really a review, but just give my opinion on I mean, I know it's like 2 weeks later, but I really didn't want to discuss talking about the post nightclub shooting. I really didn't want to discuss it around the time that it happened because it was a very like sad subject for me to discuss, and plus I wanted to make sure I got all the facts before I jumped on camera looking crazy. So it's been 2 weeks since it happened, and I not only want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about this season of Orange is the New Black real quick. Not really a review, just my opinion on it because this was a powerful season. So but yeah, the post nightclub shooting. Okay, my phone sent me like alerts that it happened the morning that it happened, and I didn't really understand what happened until I read up on it more, and then I was like, oh wow, somebody shot up the nightclub. So I'm like, oh god. So they were saying it was a terrorist attack, then they were saying it was, it was just a bunch of details coming out. Y'all know how when stories like that break, it's a bunch of details that come out. Some of it is true, some of it is false. So I've just been reading up on it, and first of all, rest in peace to everybody who was murdered during the attack. I have like a couple of friends on Facebook that knew and worked with one of the victims, and it's a few of them that stuck out, like the lady who beat cancer twice, and she was at the nightclub with her son, and she stood, she saved his life. Like, she stood in the line of fire to save her son's life. So, that's a sad story. The guy who was texting his mom in the bathroom saying that he's gonna die, Mom, I love you, that was sad. And the two guys who were planning to get married and whatnot. It's just sad. All of those people lost their lives for no reason. And like I said, it's 2 weeks later, and from what I've been reading, it's pissing me off because it's like, this is why people should be allowed to live in their truth. Now, the shooter, from what I gathered from articles, he was down low because they were saying that for 3 years he frequented post nightclub. He was on gay sites trying to speak to guys. His ex gay lover even came forward and said that it was the truth. And it's like, he's somebody who, I guess his religion and his culture would not approve of him being gay or him living his truth. But it's like, people that are not allowed to live their truth, they have repressed anger. They have, they're upset because there's people out here who are gay, and they're living their lives freely. Nobody's on them about how they live their life or whatever. So people that's on the down low and don't want to come out, and they're afraid to because of judgment, stuff like this happens. Not to say that's his reason. Like, his reason for doing what he did, there is no explanation for it. There's no excuse for it, because 49 people did not deserve to die because you lie to yourself every day. So it upsets me that 49 people had to die because you can't live your truth, or you have repressed anger, or you have something against Latin people. Because from what I was reading, he had, I guess something happened between him and his ex-lover, and his ex-lover was Latin or something like that. So he specifically went on Latin night and shot up post nightclub, where it was pride, because June is like gay pride month, LGBT pride, so Latin night, and it was, it's gay pride weekends and whatever. So he specifically sought out to kill those people. And then one of the victims that was there, she's a Fox News intern, and she said that he has nothing against black people because we've suffered enough. Oh, okay, well, spare our lives because we've suffered enough, but never mind the 49 other people you killed who didn't deserve to die because you're angry Like, it's just, it sickens me, and I'm sick of hearing stories like this. And the thing that pisses me off the most is that it's always a situation where the person who does these mass shootings, they it's something where their criminal record or their background comes up, and it's like you didn't question it then. Like, he was on, I think he was on the FBI list or something like that twice. So he was on some list, but that didn't raise your eyebrows then. Like, why is it so easy to buy guns out here? Like, it's mind boggling to me. It really is. And then his wife basically was an accomplice because they drove by and basically scouted post nightclub before. She knew, because they were texting each other during the shooting. She knew what he was doing. So yeah, I think she should be locked up because she's basically an accomplice. She basically, in a way helped him carry out these murders. So, but it just sickens me to my stomach, and it's like it's not safe to do anything anymore. You can't go to church, you can't go to the movies, you can't go to school, you can't go to the club, you can't go nowhere without some craziness like this happening, and it really pisses me off. Like, I'm really heartbroken for the people who lost someone in that shooting. And to those who were like injured, like, I really feel for you. I've been seeing videos of where they're feeling guilt. And it's like, you can't feel guilt about that. You did what you thought that you could do in a moment that was scary. And the first thing that you would think in that moment is to panic. So because you're here and they're not, it does not mean that your life is of any less value. This is your second chance. Live it and just honor those people who passed away. It was their time. Unfortunately, it was their time. When God calls you home, it's your time. You can't, it's nothing you can do about it. But, rest in peace to all 49 victims. I'm really, really saddened by this, and it really broke my heart, because it's like, it's ridiculous now. Like, it's not safe anymore to do anything. It's crazy. But rest in peace, and my condolences to the family, friends, everybody of the victims. And let's just hope that something like this won't happen again. Let's just pray that we can prevent something like this from happening again, because it's sad. It's really sad. Really sad.